Let's take a look at how to find the mean in SAS. And there's two different ways, and I'm going to create two separate programs showing you both methods. The what I'm using here is I'm using a VMware appliance. I'm using the SAS University Edition. Then a SAS Studio goes along with that. You probably have a different setup, so keep in mind that don't try to do the same items that I'm doing here in terms of saving and running and so forth. You have to use what's specific to your particular setup. Okay, well, I'm under this folder here, and I'll click my New button and choose SAS Program. And my first one I'm going to show you is just a very straightforward one. So I'll have data, and I'll call it nums. And underneath that, then I'm going to have a variable name, and I'll call it the_mean. I didn't want to use the word mean because it's probably a keyword. Equals, and then I'll do a mean, comma, and the numbers I'm going to be working with in this example is I want to find the mean of this data. So I got 13, 19, 23. So 13, 19, 23, 31, 45, 46, 47, 51, and 53. And I'll do a closing parentheses and semicolon. End all of your lines with semicolons. Okay, then down here I'm going to have a procedure and print. And I want to tell it what data set. So say data is equal to nums. That refers to up above. And then I'll do a run. Now in my particular setup here, it doesn't matter whether it's lowercase or uppercase, it'll work. But it may be different on yours. Okay, so I'm going to run that. And gives me my results. Kind of small. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Rounded 2 decimal places, that'd be 36.44. Now I can go back to my code in the SAS Studio here by clicking that code tab. And I want to save this. And I'm going to click this Save As option. And I want to name it something I can easily find it later on. So I'm going to find, or name it, mean, and I'll say by function. And select a folder. Okay, select that one and click Save. Now later on, I'll know exactly which program to bring up. So I don't have to keep rewriting this each time. If I want to calculate the mean by function, then I can just bring up this program. Okay, let me close this. And let me create it doing the mean via another method. Okay, so I'm in this folder here. I'll do a new and choose SAS Program. Okay, and I'm going to have data, and I'll call them nums again, semicolon, and then I'll say input, and I don't know, vowels, cards. This is where you're specifying the data that's going to be coming in. You know, the question is, I wonder if I can edit copy this. Let's try it. Edit copy, and then I'll paste this in. Do you want to access your clipboard? Allow access. And that was real beneficial. So let's try 13, 19, 23, 31, 45, 46, 47, 51, 53. Then we'll do a semicolon into data. Okay. Now when this does input down here, when you have the cards, this is read in as input, and it's going to be this is our data set name, but our input is actually called vowels. Okay, so down here I'm going to have a proc, and if you look at the means, this SAS Studio is kind of nice. Tells you what this stuff does. It says the means procedure provides data summarization tools to variables across all observations within groups of observations. Calculates descriptive statistics. Okay. Estimates quantiles. Okay. By default, proc mean means output or displays output. I can read some days. You can also use output to store the statistics. It says proc means proc summary. So again, kind of documentation. You can click product documentation to see more. Now you may not have that on your system, but we want to choose means. Now you need to tell it where your data is coming from. And again, I could do an uppercase or lowercase here. Data equals, and this is going to tie to our name up here. That's how you tie the two together. So I'll do nums, and then I'm going to do a run. And I'll try to make that uppercase. There we go. Not that it matters. Still will work on at least my system. Now if I run this, then you're not only going to get the mean, but they'll give you a standard deviation and minimum maximum. So the means procedure gives you all this, and the n also gives you all this information. And you see our mean rounded 2 decimal places would again be 36.44. Now I'm going to click the code to go back here. Log is gives you errors, tells you different information, so forth. So I come back here and I'm going to do a save as, and I want to give it this a name such I can refer to it later on. So this is going to be calculating the mean by proc means. Select a folder. Okay, select this folder and click save. Now we got those two. So if I want to do it, just I can double click this, bring it up. If I just want to do it straight with the function like this, I can. If I want to actually use the means procedure, then I can use this. And means procedure gives you more. Okay, I'll close those. In this video, we took a look at how to find the mean of a set of data using the SAS language.